Dude, I'm dying to hear the story though, just to kind of switch off the commissioner talk for a sec. You tell a legendary story of decommitting from University of Wisconsin. Would you mind retelling that?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take you back to circa 2008. Just got drafted to the USHL, Sioux City, Iowa, sixth overall pick. I don't know who they picked before that, but probably should have been first overall. How are you? Futures draft. Luke Strand, who's now coaching at the University of Mankato State, was the coach at the time, drafted me to come to Sioux City. And the year before that, I was in eighth grade, and I was at the University of Wisconsin, their camp. They'd always put it on. Badger hockey would put it on. It would always be like some pretty good players, all high school players, and maybe even a year out of high school. And they would get looks at different players. You know, a big factor was it was a moneymaker. So this camp was put on in like July. And I had just gotten drafted, and I was going to go to the futures camp. I wasn't going to play in the USHL because I was too young at the time, but the futures draft, they'd always draft kids at 15, and then the following year you go play at 16. So I was not even 15 yet because I was a late birthday, and I was at that University of Wisconsin camp, and I was played pretty well. And Mike Eves had offered me a scholarship. So I went to, you know, check out the campus, got an interview, this and that. And at the time, you know, it'd just be a verbal commitment. So he had offered me a scholarship to play at UW. And at the time, UW, right in my backyard, was unbelievable. Despite my allegiance and probably loyalty really to North Dakota, just because my whole family's from there. And obviously my uncles and dad had played football there. That was always my favorite school, but you offer a scholarship to a kid that's 14 years old. Yeah, I'm going to take that. So I ended up committing at 14. And that year I played in Chicago. I played U16 for the Mission. So going to the USHL camp the next year, probably knowing I was going to play there, it was going to be my junior year in high school. And Wisconsin just took a turn for the worse. They were shitty. Marco Siki was the D coach. He was pumping out all these defensemen over the years. The Jake Gardner, Cody Golubeff, Ryan McDonough, Brendan Smith. John Ramage was even a name in there. He was pumping out all these really good defensemen over the years. And that's why I wanted to go there, because he was like the D whisperer. So he takes off to Ohio State. They have a dog shit year that year. I'm playing in Chicago. So I'm like, fuck, like this team, they're pretty bad. Like, I don't know if I can go here anymore. So I get to Sioux City, Iowa, and it's right around July. And I'm at main camp there. And I talked to my dad. I'm like, yo, like, I think I'm going to decommit. So I'm like, okay, well, he's like, well, you just think about it for a few days. Okay. I've been thinking about it for a couple of weeks, but it kind of just got to the point where I needed to verbalize that to him. So he's like, yeah, do whatever you want. Like, if your heart's somewhere else, and ultimately it was going to be in North Dakota, but he's like, I'm like, Osiki left that was my guy. I got to decommit. So like, well, you got to call Mike Eves. And I'm like, fuck. All right. Well, so I never forget it. I'm staying at the Days Inn, the old One Diamond in Sioux City, Iowa, just outside of the practice rink. And I'm 15 years old. I can't even drive a fucking car. So I call Mike Eves, and I'm a little nervous. So I have my buddy, Taylor Ward, come into the room with me. And I'm pulling out my LG flip phone back in the day. And I put that bitch on speaker. And I'm like, hey, Mike, hey, Coach Eves, how you doing? He's like, hey, Jordan, how you doing? Like, how's camp going? This and that. I remember him asking me. He'd always ask me, so you seen any good movies lately? He would always ask me. It's like, dude, like, small talk. No, I haven't seen any good movies. Slapshot's still my favorite movie, Mike. But hey, just to tell you, I'm actually I'm gonna decommit, and I'm gonna open up where I'm gonna go. And he stopped me dead in my tracks. He starts yelling at me. He's like, "Fuck you! Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking piece of shit! You think you're gonna go somewhere else? Nobody." And I don't think he said nobody wants you. He's like, nobody's going to commit you right now. We were the first ones in there. Like, starts going off of me. And my buddy Taylor's sitting on the bed in there. And we're just like trying not to laugh. I'm like, dude, like, I've never been yelled at this hard in my life, let alone by a 53-year-old coach. He's coming off the top rope. And I got the phone just like I'm holding out here like this. I think I even put it on the floor. And we're just like trying not to laugh. For like, young kids are 15 years old. So he goes on a tirade for probably like 2-3 minutes. Like, it was long, like maybe not that long, but in real time it felt like it was 3 hours. So he is going off on me. He's calling me this and that. He never called me a pussy or anything, but he's calling me like, you just can't be like, can't believe you me like this and this, just F-bomb after F-bomb. And then he like pauses for like, I would say probably 15 seconds, and it's just awkward. And I just go, Yeah, coach, I don't even know what to tell you. And he just goes, "F you," and he hung up on me. I'm like, well, I guess I'm decommitted now, and I'm probably never going to talk to Mike again. So that was that story. And then fast forward like 10 years later, we're at the Eagles Nest, Verona, Wisconsin, hometown USA, where I'm from. In hometown USA, population 8,000 people. I walk in the locker room just on a random summer July day. I'm going for a skate with the skills coach there. Pavelski's there. My brother's there. We're walking in for this skate. We go into locker room 2. I turn the corner because it's kind of a blind spot. I look up, and it's Ever right at my 12 o'clock. And I go, oh my God, I hadn't seen this guy since, I had talked to him. Obviously we had played against him in college. We had whacked him every time we played him, which was great at North Dakota, beat him every time. I think I was 5-0-1 against him. And I see him, and he just it was like deer in the headlights for both of us. And like, he just tried to act like it was like the nicest guy ever. It was pretty funny, but yeah, man, that was the story. It was, as a 15-year-old, I was like, what the is going on, man? I was like, this guy's crazy. Like, dude, I'm not that good. Like, you got some pretty good players. Like, why is this stinging you so much? So yeah, man, that was wild. I never forget. T Ward, we're sitting in there, and then I think we just went to like Outback Steakhouse after and got the bloomin' onion, and the bread at Outback is good too. So yeah, pretty funny.
You've been sitting on that for a while.
Oof. Man,
Yeah.
I don't even know where we go from there. I think we close on that one. You finish on a high. As you know, in comedy, you finish when you got the audience.
Yep. So that was the story, boys. Hey, I appreciate you for having me on. This was awesome.
Well, come on. Have you seen him since? Have you talked to him since?
Ever?
Yeah.
Just that time. I was probably 23. And then he had coached.
Was your asshole puckering when you saw him?
Oh, when I walked in that locker room, I was like, yeah. Well, it was so quick. I think I smirked. I was like, and like my brother was with me too. We're both walking in like flip flop, like July day, like second year pro, feeling good, and all of a sudden, just like probably late for the skate too, because you're always running on. You're coming from a workout or a tea time. It's like I look up, I'm like, holy shit! So, but he was on the ice with us. He didn't say a word.
Wow.
He was on the ice with us. Yeah, man, it was funny. And then he coached. He coached in Cleveland in the American Hockey League. I think I played against him one time, but yeah, never anything after that. It was just I had seen him like just that one time, and it was funny, man. It was like, holy shit, that's Ever, fella. How you doing? Let's go out. Hey, let's go have a beer after this, kid. What's up? So
last question. What's your current handicap?
I'm like a sneaky 10. Probably maybe like an 11 or 12 now. But I would probably buy. I would say 10 would be fair. I've been playing hand to God, I've been playing way more tennis lately. I'm on the tennis surge, which is I love the game. I love to compete. And
Careful, that's a slippery slope to get to pickleball, just for the record.
I know, and I hate pickle dick. I hate it. I'm a tennis guy. Pickleball.
Well, listen, I don't think we'd have to trade too many strokes if we went out there and played around. So let's try and pencil that in sometime in the near future.
Yeah, we should. I mean, I don't know. Like I usually try to get to Grand Forks, once a summer. So maybe I could slide up to 29. The only problem with that neck of the woods, fellas, like the national bird up there is a mosquito. Like those things are big.
Yeah, they'll steal your wallet, man.
Oh my God, won't they? Like, I've gotten actually picked up by a mosquito before, put me right back down. But yeah, those things are like the national bird. That North Dakota, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's try to do it. Let's line it up. I've been trying to get up to Winnipeg too for maybe like a live show or something. So if we can come to terms with someone up there.
Hey, more hockey content. It's might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?